there can be an MS-13 gang member I know about. If they don't reach a certain threshold, I cannot tell ICE about them.
We have people coming into the country or trying to come in. We're stopping a lot of them. But we're taking people out of the country. You wouldn't believe how bad these people are. These aren't people. These are animals. And we're taking them out of the country at a level and at a rate that's never happened before. And because of the weak laws, they come in fast. We get them, we release them, we get them again, we bring them out. It's crazy. The dumbest laws, as I said before, the dumbest laws on immigration in the world.
That seemed pretty clear, right? President Trump answering a question and a statement made about MS-13, the gang members yesterday. And yet the liberal mainstream media and many politicians, well, they're at it again, this time taking the president's comments out of context, claiming that he called illegal immigrants animals. Here now to discuss, Amber Athey, reporter for the Daily Caller, Alex Griswold, reporter for the Washington Free Beacon, and Beverly Hallberg, president of District Media Group. Amber, let me start with you. Everyone jumped on this thing. Every media outlet jumped on it immediately, and you had to know that that it was so disingenuous that it was amazing to me. I know that they don't like President Trump, but this was really an attempt to make him look so awful, and it was so disingenuous at the same time.
It was taken so out of context that this was such an egregious mistake, Charles, and this is coming from the New York Times, the Associated Press, CBS News, all of these legacy media outlets that are supposed to be unbiased, supposed to be trustworthy, but unfortunately it seems the media is more interested in propping up narratives that they already believe to be true. In this case, the belief that the president is racist. That's a common belief among the media and one that they perpetuated here. Even more interesting is after it became clear that the president was taken out of context, people went on to actually defend MS-13. John Harwood of CNBC wrote on Twitter, well, actually, MS-13 are human beings.
Right.
Yes, that's technically true, but I don't think the president was wrong to say that people who rape and murder are animals, and that's animal behavior. So it's really amazing to me that the media has chosen this hill to die on.
And to your point, it wasn't just the media. Alex, you had a scuffle with Neil deGrasse Tyson, or at least he went at you because you had the temerity to say the same thing, that this was certainly a disingenuous move on the part of the media. Explain how that came about.
You see, unfortunately, I have to be completely honest here. That was a joke. Neil deGrasse Tyson did not reach out to me and say, yeah.
So then, but why did you put that out there? Like, you just wanted to stir controversy?
Oh, no. I mean, it was part of a long-standing joke that I do. But it's definitely the case that you do have these liberals out there. John Harwood was one. Chris Hayes was another, who are actually making the point that there was nothing wrong with Trump's point that there really is nothing wrong with calling, rather that there is something wrong with calling MS-13 animals, when in fact it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I mean, these are people.
Of course, you know, it wasn't just these guys. I think when Nancy Pelosi, she spoke about this today also, and she deliberately conflated the issues here. Let's take a listen to what she had to say.
When the President of the United States says about undocumented immigrants, these aren't people, these are animals, you have to wonder, does he not believe in the spark of divinity, the dignity and worth of every person? These are not people, these are animals. The President of the United States. Every day that you think you've seen it all, along comes another manifestation of why their policies are so inhumane.
Beverly, your thoughts?
I don't even know where to begin with this one. I'm shocked that this is the story that they choose to put on repeat. And the reason why, and Amber mentioned this earlier, is that when you take a look at MS-13, I think it's fair and maybe not even harsh enough to call them animals. When you take a look at the context of this, it shows how shocking it is that not only the media, but also elected officials are willing to move forward with this narrative. I think this further hurts the credibility of many mainstream media outlets. And I also think it gives further ammunition to the president's claim that this is all fake news. I do want to point out that Jake Tapper did come out with full context, so certain reporters are getting the story right. I just think it's a shame that people want to report their own feelings about the president and not the actual story.
You know, real quick, Beverly, I mean, listen, President Trump, you know, he pushes the envelope and he has said things that the Democrats have jumped on, and even people who admire the president. So you do have to wonder in this particular case why they took this. Like, you know, it wasn't even baited. It was just something that they saw a sliver. One outlet reported it and everyone regurgitated it. Does that tell you the deep-seated animosity toward the president?
I think that's part of it, but I also think it's lazy reporting. I think we're in a fast-paced news cycle where people see one tweet and then want to make a headline and beat out the other outlet. This is why I would say, especially when it comes to our elected officials, I hope they would know the full context of what the president is saying.
Right.
So this comes back to doing due diligence, and I hope that there is a lot of backlash because, unfortunately, we're not seeing many of these outlets retract what they said.
Right. Well, I will say that AP did delete their tweet. Thank you all very, very much. Really appreciate it.